Hi everyone, Cosmic Mango here, your favorite mango from outer space. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Commander is a format full of options, and when there are too many options, often certain things get left behind. I'm here today to share with you some very good commanders that are severely underplayed. Just because you don't see a commander often, doesn't mean it's bad. In fact, all the commanders listed in this video, in my opinion, pack quite a punch. I've checked on the website cEDH Rec and confirmed that all the commanders listed are indeed underplayed. Before we start, I'd like to mention my friends at Paramount Designs. They make amazing playmats with fantastic quality. If you're interested in picking up a new playmat with great artwork, check out the link in my description below, which is offering a special discount code for my viewers. Okie dokie, without further ado, sit back, relax and enjoy the show. Number 1. Rona, Disciple of Gix. A legendary human artificer creature that costs 1 blue, 1 black and 1 generic mana to cast. Rona has 2 power and 2 toughness and says the following. When Rona, Disciple of Gix enters the battlefield, you may exile target historic card from your graveyard. Artifacts, legendaries and sagas are historic. You may cast spells from among those exiled cards with Rona. 4 generic mana and tap, exile the top card of your library. Magic the Gathering has a gigantic amount of historic cards in print and are always printing new ones with every set, making Rona a great commander to invest into, as Rona will always be relevant and have access to new cards in the future. Rona offers a very fun and unique game experience. Being able to reanimate spells from our graveyards is always a great mechanic to play around and has always been a very strong mechanic to play. Rona offers a lot of great value and you can't really go wrong playing this commander. You can buy this commander for around 35 cents. Number 2. Polukranos, Unchained. A legendary zombie hydra creature that costs 1 green, 1 black and 2 generic mana to cast. It has 0 power and 0 toughness and says the following. Polukranos enters the battlefield with 6 +1/+1 counters on it. It escapes with 12 +1/+1 counters on it instead. If damage would be dealt to Polukranos while it has +1/+1 counter on it, prevent that damage and remove that many +1/+1 counters from it. For 1 generic, 1 black and 1 green, Polukranos fights another target creature. Escape, for 4 generic, 1 black and 1 green, exile 6 other cards from your graveyard. Oof, Polukranos has a lot of card text, making it look a little bit daunting at first, but it's pretty awesome. It enters with counters, which can be used to nullify any damage it takes. It can fight any target creature we want, which combos well with the fact he doesn't take damage if he has counters on him. And you can cast it for an escape cost so that it comes in even larger. A 12/12 attacker that can keep coming back is pretty wild and can definitely achieve some nice wins via combat damage. You can buy this commander for around $1.20. Number 3. Jhoira, Ageless Innovator. A legendary human artificer creature that costs 1 red, 1 blue mana to cast. She has 2 power and 3 toughness and says the following. Tap, put 2 Ingrenity counters on Jhoira, Ageless Innovator. Then you may put an artifact card with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield, where X is the number of Ingrenity counters on Jhoira. God, that word is hard to say. Ingenuity. Am I being stupid here? I don't know. Anyway, Jhoira is amazing. An amazing artifact commander. If you enjoy casting big artifacts, then Jhoira can lead the ship for you. She's incredible. At just 2 mana to cast, her value stacks up fast and can be used to ramp us into some truly awesome artifacts to combo off with. The only thing that might be holding Jhoira back is the fact she doesn't have haste. But remember, she's only costing 2 mana to get out, and we have access to red, meaning we can achieve this with other cards helping her out anyway. I've seen all sorts of decks brewed of Jhoira, Ageless Innovator, so she really opens the doors to deck building, which is great. You can buy this commander for around 50 cents. Number 4. Saryth the Viper's Fang. A legendary human warlock creature that costs 2 green and 2 generic mana to cast. She has 3 power and 4 toughness and says the following. Other tapped creatures you control have Death Touch. Other untapped creatures you control have Hexproof. For 1 generic and tap, untap another target creature or land you control. I often see Saryth in people's decks, but never played as the commander, and I don't understand why. She really is awesome. I believe the best way to pilot a Saryth deck is to ramp up fast and play big creatures. Then we use Saryth to protect them with hexproof. Then whenever they do attack, likely they have trample, yeah? Because we're playing green and big green creatures usually have trample. Now they also have death touch when attacking. The two combined create a super aggressive playstyle that will have your opponents quivering in their boots or cards shaking in their hands. You can buy this commander for around $2.80. Number 5, Grunn, the Lonely King. A legendary ape warrior creature that costs 2 green and 4 generic mana to cast. It has 5 power and 5 toughness and says the following. Kicker, 3 generic mana. You may pay an additional 3 generic mana as you cast this spell. If Grunn the Lonely King was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 5 +1/+1 counters on it. Whenever Grunn attacks alone, double its power and toughness until the end of turn. Now this is a cool and unique commander. You're going to want to take the Voltron route with Grunn, and boy oh boy are you going to have a fun with this commander. It will feel like you're controlling the ape legend King Kong himself. Throw on as many auras, enchantments and artifacts you can onto Grunn, attack alone, and watch how fast you can melt people's life totals down. A super aggressive and hyper fun commander to play. You can buy this commander for around 35 cents. Number 6, Heartless Hidetsugu. A legendary ogre shaman creature that costs 2 red and 3 generic mana to cast. It has 4 power and 3 toughness and says the following. Tap. Heartless Hidetsugu deals damage to each player equal to half that player's life total rounded down. Another aggressive commander worth trying. If you're into red burn decks and want to make it work in Commander, then Heartless Hidetsugu is the commander for you. Being able to cut life totals down in half for all players each of your turns is insane, and combined with some red burn spells, you can finish off players very fast. When this commander hits the tables, opponents begin to panic, because if they can't remove him in time, the game's going to end very soon. People do not like having their life total half down in one turn, trust me. This is a really obscene and powerful mechanic. You can buy this commander for around $1.30. Number 7, the final card on my list. Medomai the Ageless. A legendary Sphinx creature that costs 1 blue, 1 white and 4 generic mana to cast. It has 4 power and 4 toughness and says the following. Flying. Whenever Medomai the Ageless deals combat damage to a player, take an extra turn after this one. Medomai the Ageless can't attack during extra turns. Now this, my friends, is a unique commander. Severely underplayed and very, very cool. Extra turns are usually frowned upon in Commander, but I think Medomai makes things a little more fair and easier to bear with for your opponents, as it has to be able to deal combat damage to trigger the extra turn, and he can't attack again in the extra turn you play. However, this doesn't mean we can't do some sneaky shenanigans to abuse his sweet ability. Oh yes, let's have a think about it. What happens if we give Medomai double strike? Yes, oh yes, you will hit the opponent twice, therefore getting 2 extra turns. Pretty spicy, right? Furthermore, we have flying for evasiveness, and 4 damage being doubled to 8 means we could even take opponents out with commander damage pretty fast if we wanted to. You got extra turns. I know he can't attack in the extra turn, but it's pretty cool. I have never faced off against a Medomai deck and rarely see it played online in commander videos on YouTube, but the commander looks awesome, and when I have seen it being operated on YouTube videos from gameplay commander videos, it looks really fun to play. In fact, I'm actually wondering whether to build one myself. You can buy this commander for around $1. Okay everyone, we have come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for making it this far. You rock. If you did enjoy the video, please could you drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel. I would really like to know if you have any recommendations on a commander you believe to be severely underplayed, but worth trying. If you do, please share it in the comment section below. I love reading your comments and I always try to answer back to all the comments I can. Thanks for watching everyone, and as always, take care and goodbye.